So rumor has it that a big Marvel villain is confirmed or rumored to be in Avengers Endgame. Let's talk about it right now. What's up, guys? Welcome to Heart in the Paint. This is Justin. We're still doing those giveaways of the Oh Snap Thanos shirt. All you have to do to enter to win those shirts is be a subscriber to any of our podcast outlets. We are giving away also Avengers Endgame movie tickets. To enter to win that, all you have to really do is subscribe to this YouTube channel, like, hit the notification bell, and comment on this video your highlights of this video. Basically just comment anything, what you guys think about this video. So pretty big news, guys. Now I know it's been a while for, I don't know, probably like maybe a couple of days or maybe a week for me to do an episode, because there's a lot of stuff that's been coming out and I don't want to just do everything on everything, do any video on everything. That's the way I should have said it. And there's so many like rumors and leaks and these kind of things that are just put together, and I just didn't want to be like a dog chasing cars, So, but this one I did want to put out because this is the most leaked information that has been released here, and it's coming from real reliable resources, and this one that I'm about to put out, well, now I should say that this contains extreme spoilers in here. Now again, if this is true, now it does come from a resource that it did a really good job predicting a lot of things in Infinity War, as well as Star Wars, The Last Jedi, and some other movies. That this website from China really did get some really good stuff. So that's why a lot of people are freaking out, because of where it's coming from. So he did do some Infinity War rumors, Star Wars Last Jedi rumors, and I think Guardians of the Galaxy 2 rumors that proved to be legit. So it's actually this, I think it's a China website, 4chan. I think it comes from via 4chan. And what I'm gonna do in this, I'm gonna kind of break it into the segments. I'm not saying every bit of this but basically the breakdown of the film. I'm not saying just because it's coming from this reliable resource that he is legit on this. There are a couple things that I really don't think, in my personal opinion, in film industry and in the industry, that they're going to go this route. But then again, you never know. So I do have to give this spoiler warning, but give you some time to stop listening to this, because this is some information. If you guys have not heard it yet, you're hearing it now. And I want you to comment on this video to tell me what you guys think about this. All right, guys, so there's a lot to read, so stay with me, okay? So in the first act, now again, these contain spoilers, so please back out now. All right. Let's go. So it said the Avengers Force start off with Ant-Man trapped in the quantum realm, where he uses a time vortex to escape, and he travels to events before the first Iron Man movie and finds Hank Pym. The two create a sling ring, which is a mystical object which enables the wearer to open a dimensional gateway to another location, as seen in the Doctor Strange movie and Infinity War. While Strange used it to create a portal between 2 points on the planet, apparently Scott Lang and Hank Pym's sling ring is able to time travel. Cue title sequence. Iron Man and Nebula are shown on Titan, following the events from Infinity War, where the pair then make their way to Earth to re-team with the surviving Avengers. Ant-Man then comes out of the time vortex, where the Avengers tell him about this snapping. Ant-Man informs them about his sling ring that can time travel. Since Asgard is destroyed and Thanos wiped out the Asgardians in Infinity War, Thor goes off to Hell to build an army of fallen Vikings, with Hela also there. Enough, it was decided to cut a similar scene in Infinity War for Stormbreaker's origin, which is in quotations. Thanos then finds out about the sling ring that can time travel and sends his own army, which meets Thor's army in battle. The battle sees Thor and Captain America getting killed. It's said Thor dies in the first battle, but Captain America dies while fighting Thanos' army after time traveling, as Thanos also sends his army after the Avengers in the Sling Ring time travel portal dimension. Second act, the Avengers decide to use the Sling Ring to time travel back in time to collect the 6 Infinity Stones and stop Thanos. Since Captain America died, they decided to travel back in the time to recruit Cap from the time of Captain America, the first Avenger, and grab Cap right after the Red Skull is transported by the Tesseract. It's further revealed that Avengers 4 features the Marvel cosmic abstract character, Eternity, who helps out the Avengers by giving them special gauntlets that lets them control their movement in time, and we can guess it's possible that Pym, the Avengers, run into Eternity in the quantum realm. The Avengers time traveled to previous MCU movies in order to get the Infinity Stone. The Avengers Age of Ultron, right before Thor, The Dark World, and Guardians of the Galaxy. Hawkeye also travels to the events prior to the first Thor movie to get Odin's Infinity Gauntlet. Regarding traveling back to the first Avengers movie, as revealed by set pics and footage, the rumor has it that the Battle of New York gets even worse. Doctor Strange is said to escape the Soul Stone and use a sling ring to time travel. Thanos learns about the Avengers going back in time attempting to retrieve another Infinity Gauntlet, and sends more of his minions and army in what is a huge battle. The battle features Avengers from both past and present or future, where half of the Avengers from the past and half of the Avengers from the future die. It's said that Hulk eventually gets the Infinity Gauntlet and all the Infinity Stones, but when he uses it, his arm explodes, and later the Hulk or Banner gets a mechanical arm. It's also speculated that Banner and Hulk merge for Avengers 4, becoming the smart Professor Hulk. The post-credit scene, the Avengers Infinity War, show Nick Fury paging Captain Marvel. The Avengers 4 rumor has it that she doesn't do much until the last hour of the movie. Eventually, Thanos is defeated and is said to die. The Infinity Gauntlet and the Infinity Stones are destroyed. Final act, the Avengers 4 isn't done there, as Tony Stark absorbs the power of the Infinity Stones. It's revealed that Eternity is actually the future version of Tony Stark, and that the Eternity has been manipulating the time stream for his own selfish ends, as Eternity changes events in the past to make most of the events happen. It shows that only Doctor Strange, Hulk, Red Skull, and Thanos are the people with free will. In the future, Tony Stark becomes Eternity after he ascends his mortal body. The present Tony Stark is revealed to become a conqueror and to rule over the universes as God in the future as well. The people remember him as King the Conqueror before he took over. Sort of sounds similar to Iron Lad from the comics. It's revealed Eternity needed Doctor Strange to get rid of Dormammu. The final 20 minutes or so, as said, to feature a fight scene featuring the remaining Avengers and Kang. Kang controlled everyone. Doctor Strange then time travels right before Tony Stark becomes King the Conqueror and kills him. Avengers 4 ends, and the remaining heroes happy the war is over. Avengers 4's post-credit scene is also featured Ultron waking up. All right, guys, so let's break down what we just read. And I know this is a pretty long episode, but we need to get this out. Now, that's what I would say. Some of these parts could sound legit. I would think maybe in the middle of it. I mean, there's things that you can pull from that you're like, oh, you know what? This sounds like it could be legit. Now, I don't know about how they begin. You'll hear a million people on YouTube talking about this, but it's all about, what sounds legit, not just fan base or something that a hardcore fan wants. This is about okay, let's see if they can do this. Now, we already been talking about for the past 6 months to can't say almost a year, but let's just say 6 months, guys, on Heart in the Paint, how we know the Living Tribunal will be hardcore, that it's either Living Tribunal or Eternity going to be in Avengers Endgame. We know that it has to be. It just has to be. But let's bring in some more confirmations from Kevin Feige saying that there's going to be so many, like a handful or well, not a handful, but a greater than a handful of characters that we have not even seen yet. So that could open the room for Adam Warlock. That could open the room for so many characters that we could see in Avengers Endgame. I just know all of us are so in great anticipation of this film that we're losing our minds in a good way. But let's talk about this Kang the Conqueror. The one thing that doesn't resonate with me is the fact that Tony Stark becomes Eternity and eventually Kang the Conqueror. I don't think so. The only way that we can let's just erase that I don't think you guys should ever take that for a grain of salt. But I don't think we're ever going to see something like that. Now, if it's going to be something that Tony Stark transitions into, is his AI form that we see in the comics. I really don't think Tony Stark will die in this. And even though, just like comic books, they can always come back. So if Cap dies, we're going to eventually see him resurrect in a way with the Cosmic Cube, or depending on where they're going with it, if they're going to reset, depending on how they're going to reset, okay? So we've already talked about the reset. I'm gonna try to link all these episodes and videos in the comments below, guys, in the description box below. But let's talk about, even though the Kang the Conqueror connection with Tony Stark, that it's really Tony Stark, I don't think so, because we already know that Kang the Conqueror from Marvel Comics is Nathaniel Richards. Now I know that MCU has the tendencies of like switching things up, but I don't think they're going to do a switch like that. But even though that is said, I know, I'm not saying I know, but I can really see Kang the Conqueror in this movie. Now, I'm not saying to be an overarching main villain of the film, because we have to clear up all this thing with Thanos, but maybe he could be maybe in a post-credit or at the end or something as an Easter egg in there, because we're dealing with time travel and time jumping. Kang the Conqueror is the same way. So being with this whole messing with the time, I can definitely see Kang the Conqueror in here. And I would love to see him in the MCU. But again, we really don't know. Like I always say, we really don't know what we're going to see. But I want to hear from you guys. What do you think about all this? I know you guys have been following me as well as other accounts and been listening to this plot leak. What do you guys think? What kind of stuff do you think we just need to debunk, and what other things that could really happen? I know we're going to see a New York scene, and we're going to see a New York fight scene that we're going to replay it again, and it might get a little bit worse. And also we're going to see a fight possibly in the quantum realm, which might be the end of it. I'm not too sure. It could also be simultaneously. We're going to be seeing a lot of stuff in this film. Tell me, guys, what you think about the comments below, guys. If you are listening on any other podcast outlet, guys, for all my faithful listeners, we've been skyrocketing, guys. We are over 7,000 subscriptions. Guys, I want to take some time for everyone that is listening on this podcast. Go to our YouTube channel at Heart in the Paint Podcast, okay? Heart in the Paint Podcast on YouTube, and hit that subscribe button. We are really trying to grow this channel. I know that's one of the hardest things to do, is grow a YouTube channel. But if I can have all my faithful listeners go to our YouTube channel, and that's pretty much it. I've been talking too much. All right, guys. Thank you for taking the time out of your busy days, as always, to hear me really rant about anything about this topic. So thank you so much, guys. Stay awesome and stay blessed.